Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Sentinels and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Washington State's head coach told me before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. And the Cougars kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. It's the Sentinels offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. Sticks it in his belly.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
On the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense. The run inside. It's Bentley. He's past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it himself. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Sentinels line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So the Washington State Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this guy doubtless will be a huge part of the game plan. He'll try to get his senior season off on the right foot and become one of the top pass catchers in the land. Quick give. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Taken down. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Smallwood. Extending the play. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. On the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. 2nd and long here. trying to get the corner. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it, and he's open. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Sentinels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for the edge. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the back moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The give to the fullback. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. And the Sentinels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Defense all over him. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Pulls it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Sentinels! Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stopped right there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Smallwood. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Look out! He's sacked! This defense all over him.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the option, quarterback keep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Runs through a tackle. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Hunt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Play action on first down. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Smallwood. Fires to the wideout. Just barely got rid of it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it looking for a first. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Cuts it upfield. It's Bentley. There he goes. Man, he's already got 43 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end now in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Keeps it himself. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Number 49, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Washington State lines up quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hits inside. It's McMillan. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They're all over him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's running free down the middle. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Sentinels.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll send the tight end in motion. Working the ground game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. He got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Smallwood. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense going all in to stop the run. Trying to get the corner. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Rolls right. He's going to take off. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. The Cougars will hustle to the line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Hand it to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Smallwood. Still looking. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They kick it away on 4th down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Churns into the pile. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Sentinels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the fullback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for the edge. Keeps it on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking long. He's got it down the field. Open spaces. Touchdown, Sentinels! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The throw. Makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Smallwood. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Drops back on first down. Rushes on. Finds his man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Oh, pressure's coming. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ohio Bobcats. Now back to your game in Pullman. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
And the Sentinels will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Smallwood. Makes the grab on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Holly. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Wants to throw on first. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looking for running room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it here on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Sends it back in motion. Pulls it. Rides the option, he keeps it. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Pulls it and runs it again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Gunderson. Look out! And it's a sack.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
And the Sentinels decide to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. Just makes up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Smallwood. Right down the middle. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. On the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give to the single back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Sentinels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Turning it on! They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Drives inside. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. They're going to run it to the right. Ran through the contact. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Plows his way ahead. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Out wide left, it's Holly.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. And
running room in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed, interested to see.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. To the air, it's Smallwood. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Number 97, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeps it himself. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 2nd and long here. This time they'll throw it. Rush right in his face. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Trying to get the corner. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And the Sentinels send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Sentinels will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tells the run, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Smallwood. Quickly to the tight end. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! just makes it look so easy. Impressive luck.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, no, he's got him.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. Makes the tackle. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Straight ahead, it's Bentley. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Sentinels will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Just gets rid of that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. 3rd and long coming up. Scanning the field, it's Smallwood. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Just going to keep it after the snap. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Quick give. It's Bentley. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Fullback's got it. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for the edge. First down, he'll keep it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Doing it himself again. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Got a little space. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Sentinels will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Smallwood. Back's got it on the screen. Nice move to keep running. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Connection to the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Washington State going quickly. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. He'll set up to throw. Swings it out to his running back. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They want to throw it. Extending the play. Touchdown, Cougars! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football. Such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle. Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Moves the pocket. It's Gunderson. They're all over it. Reels it in. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires on the move. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just smothered on the play.
The
clock winds down with the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Quarterback keeper. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. Punt is on its way. They call it a coffin corner kick for 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
To throw, it's Smallwood. Quick completion on the out. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. And he's just going to spike it. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.